Hello, hi everyone. I hope you're doing well. I haven't made a video in a little while, so excuse the inconsistency. I know that's a big word everybody is using. Everybody should be consistent and doing things all the time, and that to me is quite robotic and not very creative. So I don't adhere to that I guess, belief system. And so I am not here as somebody to tell anybody how to live their lives. I don't like when people do that with me. So I will not do that with you. I'm not here to, yeah, that's the thing, to give you some kind of information, knowledge, things like that. You can find your own within yourself, of course, and see out there what, aligns synchronistically with what you are learning and what is good for you in this moment. And that is all very unique to each one of us. All I would like to share is that we are in a portal, a type of time space where we get to choose if we would like to go higher into awareness and consciousness and enlightenment, which is ascension, basically. And this is my embodied wisdom that I share here with whoever wants to listen. And it connects with manifestation. It connects because all it is tapping into spirit and bringing it forth into reality. Now, some people are really good at doing that really quickly. They know what they want, they go after it, they choose one thing at a time, so like a laser beam, they go forth and they manifest what it is that they really want to experience. And for others, it's a journey of self-discovery, of trying different things, exploring different things, going on adventures, and always being happy with the experience, no matter what. So that's been my path. Um, so success, again, is one of those words thrown around and means something different to different people. You can say, I was married 20 years, 3 children. I had a successful life during those 20 years, and it came to its conclusion, or the cycle ended, and then something else had to manifest, or a new cycle had to begin, the cycle of deeper self-awareness and self-exploration. And that often happens, they call it midlife crisis, 40, years old. And especially in this day and age of the shift of the ages into the age of Aquarius, and which is a huge cycle, 5,000 something years, but also this is the 25,000, almost 26,000 year cycle that we're closing up. So it's not just the Aquarian age, it's a cosmic, uh, you know, frequency, reality, dimensional shift, and all that. So there's a lot of people talking about that now, and I'm grateful. Because it did feel since 2012, when, the Mayan and people who were into those prophecies really started feeling like, I don't know what's going on, but it seems like the planet's getting worse and we didn't shift into the new timeline. And what about those 3 days of darkness everybody talks about? And then you go and we're gonna awaken, and there's gonna be a great solar flash, and we're all gonna, you know, expand into this ascended master self and all that. I don't know about you, but I was really exploring all of that. And it actually started in 2009 when my mom passed. And I had these synchronicities happen, messages and things like that. And I had to go away on a silent retreat, a fasting retreat, just like the Native Americans have done for thousands of years, which is going to connect with Great Source and the source of all creation and nature. And when I've had these mystical experiences all throughout my life, I got messages that yes, we are going through something, and there's some of us that are here for the final cycle to be the bridge between the two worlds, in service, on mission, consciously. No, not consciously. I mean, I would lie if I said that I knew this whole time that I had to get to this point because of all the near-death experiences and negative shadow aspects, often, I guess, within myself, which is what the psychology and everybody says, it's all you. And that's a big one because I'm like, well, how did I get a truck to come out of nowhere and hit me and break my legs and do all these things to me, put me in a coma and die and come back and then fix myself through source and through determination of not believing what I was being told by doctors, but by my own inner knowing, my own intuition, my own vision, my own, I guess, clairvoyance or clairsentience, that I would be experiencing a lot of things, and being in a wheelchair was not one of them. So that was how I got myself out of that. So when I read The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton, and later Joe Dispenza's book as well, Becoming Supernatural, and his story about healing himself and his spine, I came to realize that, that's the thing. I've had these experiences to be able to come to this point to speak about surmounting through spirit and mind over matter. So knowing that matter is malleable. Matter is only, photonic light vibrating, condensing, and electrons, and, all the scientific quantum stuff that we're talking about now is really great information for people like me who have been digging, deep divers, seekers of truth, of wisdom, of knowledge, of how things work here. Why are we here? What are we doing here? What's the point? And finally coming to more and more self-realization, because you realize that that is actually the name of the game. It's the name of the game. It's get to know thyself and the Christ within, and embody those teachings of, unconditional love, transcending fear and the illusion of the separation, that we are separate from each other, but we're actually all one. So the law of one has also been, and, so many teachings, so many teachers. But again, always double checking with me if it resonates, and some moments of just disconnecting, also not wanting any more information because it's like overload. And that is one of the signs of the times of the age of Aquarius. So we have to be careful about that. I've seen some friends go into like nonstop online interactions and groups and ideas, and, the artificial world, the gaming world. This is a holographic reality. And to a certain extent, I get that. But the danger in that is this whole AI, artificial and digital world that I think will be creating perhaps a split between certain people that want to continue experiencing the world as the creator created it. So natural ascension, organic ascension. William Henry is one of my teachers that I went to see in Nashville last year, who talks a lot about this. You can check out his website, William Henry. And he has a book called The Skingularity, talking about microchipping and all that stuff. And, we just went through these last few years being tested big time on not obeying, not saying yes, to your soul sovereignty versus following the crowd and just obeying blindly, even if it didn't make any sense whatsoever, no common sense there whatsoever. But again, fear overrules and overwrites, common sense and, yeah, wisdom, basically. Not wisdom, true wisdom. Nothing can overwrite that. Not because you just know. It's not about beliefs. It's that next level. It's you know. And when you know things and you want to share things with people, but they just don't get it, it can be quite a frustrating road. Not only that, but the way we were treated by our own families, by my mechanic or somebody at the store, or getting refused when you want to go to a restaurant. All of these things really, really shook me up and made me truly question staying in this kind of society and connecting deeper with my starseed roots, with my cosmic star eternal soul being. So, and other friends that are on the same path as me, we ended up converging and meeting with each other and supporting each other. And overall, it's been a beautiful journey, and I'm super grateful. And I'm very proud of myself that I stood my ground no matter what. And, there's nothing for me more rewarding or successful than being in integrity with yourself. And that's what I am. So, this gives you an idea of what I'm about. I've always been a kind of take it or leave it person because I don't have anything to prove or to anybody else. I am here as someone who's experienced extreme trauma, surmounted things that most people, that's the thing, would just, and I'm writing about this for myself. It's kind of like a life review before the end. And it's going to be helping so many people to know that, no matter how hard life can get, you just get stronger and stronger until that's the thing. Like the Christ, you know yourself as your soul, and there's no going back. You can't forget that. You can't, pretend anymore to just, you know, play the little game and gossip and play in the murky waters of lower frequencies of, anger, jealousy, all these things that um, keep us in a lower realm, in a lower reality. You will be surrounded by others that, are reflecting where you are, and others will just drop away. And sometimes we cling to it because it's what we've known, whether it's habits or people. And trust me, I I have been one of those people. I seem to have a hard time letting go and allowing. And once I do, it's fine. But that process is in itself can be, you know. So because I've experienced all of these I guess you could say, big challenges and surmounted them. And I'm still here, and I've had my light family accompany me back into my body several times in this lifetime. So I have a true faith that I'm taken care of and that I'm being witnessed and supported. And so this is what I connect with. And that's why I can seem like not a loner, because I have a lot of beautiful friends and connections, and I'm still connected to my family. And you know however, I do have this connection to the stars, to the other uh dimensional planets and things like that, memories of how easy it is to live and manifest in these higher realms. So the density's been challenging since the beginning. I mean, this is the thing, when I was a little girl going to school, I just knew something was off about, for me anyways, these institutions. And everybody the same, lining up. And of course, it was built on the industrial era and all that. So to me, it felt extremely archaic, and it was insulting my soul to say, to ask when I had to go to the bathroom, to ask authority for my own bodily functions was like, I don't know, this is so screwed up for me. So, and I was like, and I told my parents too, like, I think my parents forgot me here. I feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere else. And so it was a little disorienting when I was a child. And not that I didn't love my parents, but it just felt strange for me. So that's something that, as the years went on, and as the whole starseed thing and the Pleiadians, when I heard about, the Galactic Federation and the Pleiades and how they're connected, also the pyramids with the Seven Sisters, which is the Pleiades, and Orion, and all of this, it's like I had all these floods of memories coming through back into living these temple lives and living as, kings and queens, basically. Um, not having to struggle so much, not having the density be so overwhelming. But now it is getting easier and easier, because the veil is thinning between the dimensional realms, I guess, and we can tap into it through meditation, through scripting. I write every single day. I connect. This is one way I connect. I've always done this since I started writing, I guess, or like 8 years old or something. And I just want to share my journey of resilience, of bouncing back from everything that was ever in my way, whether by me. However, I have a feeling there's been a force, I always felt this, a dark force that knew who I was and wanted me out. And I had a lot of divine feminine um synchronicities and numbers, like 13, the 13 moons, and the powerful feminine um mother goddesses, Green Tara and Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, all of these. And later I discovered the Sophia Code, and that just reinforced everything that even my grandmother was into, Mary Magdalene, and had miracles happen. Anyways, a whole story there. That's why I have so much to share and write about. And this channel allows me to connect with others that are on a similar path or just curious. I do have coaching, one-on-one coaching that I offer. I've had a few clients in my life, but I realized that um, that's not necessarily my job. It's just a service to see what comes through for the person who really wants to go on a deeper soul level. I've done Akashic record readings. I've had them done, and I realized I was answering my own questions. And so I realized, okay, I'm actually doing this subconsciously, again, not always fully conscious about it. But the more I'm tuning in, the more I realize that, it's available. And so is Reiki healing, hands-on healing. I do touch, holy fire, Usu Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. And my teacher is Karen Mozak. And so I do that now on a regular basis. I have a little place out here 10 minutes from my place where I offer this service for an hour. And the idea is to get a boost of your energy through, it's kind of like, I see it as a booster cable. I connect to this higher power, this kind of electrical force that flows through me and then is transferred into the person requesting to get a boost and to now, of course, we are doing a lot more work on the spiritual level, which is not going to be verbally, it's not going to be your mind or consciousness that's going to know what's going on. It's just going to be happening because if you're going for a healing, you're requesting, your intention is to heal and to or activate or what you require on your journey with your guides, with your higher self, your soul, connecting so that you can really get the maximum that is available to you in that time on your journey. That's what it is. Not too high where you're like overwhelmed, but just enough at that moment to give you the energy, the boost, the insight, the vision, whatever you need in the moment. So that's what I've been focused on. And I'm happy to be finally, after, 50 years now on this planet, I feel like I can offer my gifts as a teacher and a healer, as much as continuing to be an eternal student and to get my own moments where I need a little regeneration. Could be through a good friend of mine who's also a healer. It could be through a deep massage or another fasting or retreat journey or something like that that I require, that I feel I require. I tell myself, and I intend to experience that so that I can perpetually regenerate and not get depleted and feel like I've gone too far. I've been there and I don't want to be there anymore. I want to age very slowly, enjoy these precious moments and years to come because so much is going to be happening on this gorgeous planet of ours. And I know I'm here to lead in my own unique way and to share my gifts. So that's it. That's all I have to say for today. Take care, everyone, and be well. Keep the faith in yourself, in the bigger cosmic plan unfolding. Just know that staying in your heart and giving yourself that love radiates it right back out into the world. People can feel it. And when we are awakened, we are an incredible ripple out into the field. When you pray, when you bring your loving energy into the field, it's just creating incredible things that we're not even, we don't even know, but it's the mystery of of this whole creation and the creator or creators, depending on your the way you're looking at it. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.